Heyo, welcome back to Beck Square Gaming. This is Scottish Beck's solo run. I am on day 21. It is Horde. Let's do this. Before we even start, guys, I am still loaded with this cold. It is now into my chest. I am having problems shifting it, so I do apologise for being quite husky and a bit gunky, but there's not a lot I can do. So we'll just get on with it. So I know what I need to get done today. We need to get a whole ton of the spikes made up and really just focus on that. The base is there. If at any point the sound disappears, it's because I've probably had a wee coughing fit or whatever in the middle of something, and if it's in the middle of action or something like that, I just want to obviously allow the action to run without having to cut it, so I'll probably just dip the audio a little bit. So if it suddenly goes quiet, you've not gone deaf. It is that I've been coughing and spluttering and I've had to silence it down. So I just really need to get a ton of spikes, really, and get them done, get things fixed up. I think that's kind of where I am, to be honest. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. The base as a whole is okay. I'm not too, I mean, that's barely taking any damage. Most of the main stuff's been repaired. There's only tiny bits of damage. Not too worried. Like I say, after this horde is done, my plan is to dig this down here out and start making the grinder. But, not going to do that before, because for obvious reasons, I won't have that even close to being done. I have now got the crucible as of the last game, which now means I can start making steel. So I also need to be ironing. I need to be ironing. I don't need to be ironing. I need to be mining a crap ton of iron. So, how much wood do I have on me? So I'm just gonna harvest a ton of wood, because we're not going to spend a lot of time questing and stuff today, guys. I think the last couple of days have just been questing, and after the events in the wasteland that we did on day 20, I kind of want to focus on getting some stuff done, and the main focus would be I'd like to start getting the base bit built. So I'm going to take a pause in all the questing over the next couple of game days and start doing building. I know it's not as exciting to watch, but it is a part of this game, and it's an important part of this game. So I need to get it done. However, what I will say is the focusing on the quest has actually benefited me, because while I don't have like a great car or anything like that in the game, what I do have is enough money to have bought the crucible. And the fact that I now have the crucible means I've got steel, which means once I now start getting other bits and pieces that I need in the game, i.e., you know, when I start getting the ability to make these things, I already can make steel. That, to me, steel is the ultimate. I think, for me, once you get that, and you start getting other bits and pieces, it's great. Now, one thing I need to remember is it is Horde Day, and I haven't seen an animal pack yet. So I potentially might get an animal pack before Horde. I think main thing is just, I think here, we're just going to go mine out a crap ton. And the good thing with that is, in a sense, I'm probably not going to do a massive amount of talking. So it'll give my voice a chance to... These things need done, and I might as well take the opportunity while I'm struggling to talk. I should really make the miner set as well, so I can leave a set of the miner armor down here and switch over when I'm doing my mining. I think that's something... I think a lot of people who play the game have decided on a set of armor or a mix of armor, and then that's all they wear. I'm not 100% sure that's exactly what was intended. I get the feeling that they designed the armor to allow you to switch up depending on what you're doing. So if you're in a group, everyone has a set purpose, everyone switches up their armor, but when you're out questing, you're in one set. When you're, you know, I think they've made it so you can swap your armor choices around depending on what you're doing. That might not be what other people think, but Why would you have one that was so heavily based in mining, knowing that that isn't necessarily going to defend you while you're out and about in the game? That would seem, if you only ever wore that one armor piece all the time, the only time it's going to benefit you is when you're mining. That seems a bit redundant, and that wouldn't make sense. So that, to me, would say they designed these armors so that depending on what you're doing, you swap your armor around. Others may agree or disagree with that, but that's how I think they intended it. What they haven't got, however, is like what they have in Diablo 4, where they have like a chest that you click on and you store sets of your armor, and then you auto switch, so it automatically changes the gear and the mods or whatever you've got on it for you instantly. In Diablo, they change the gear and the gems that are on the gear, and obviously your skill sets and other things as well, because it's obviously a set that you're running. But it would be handy if they had something like that, so that you could just auto switch your setup. You didn't have to manually do it a bit at a time. I know it's not as real as it would be, you know, if you're looking for realism, you don't walk up to your drawers, open your drawers, and suddenly your outfit changes. That's obviously not how it works. But I think there's a balance in gameplay between realism and time saving. And I think, yeah, that's one of those times that you sacrifice realism for time saving. And a level from mining, look at that. And that is me just crossed the 2-stack threshold. So I've managed to give myself a bit of room. I put up a little bit more support. So yeah, definitely. Let's go get some more work done on the Horde base. Okay, so first bit I want to get done really is this back end here. Let's get more spikes down under here. Sometimes it's just getting the right, there you go, getting the right angle. It doesn't always stack them, which is a problem. Ooh, didn't realize over there. Cobblestone rocks on me. I stone, so I just need another 1,000 spike. Hundreds. I don't think that many, but you know what? I might just put 50. I think I'm happy with that. I think it's more just a case of goodness. Right, I need to think about how I'm doing this in terms of, here's some of this up. to leave myself a way to enter. With the majority of it now. Out. Catch yourself on the spikes. More wood, shall we? Any cobblestone. And I do have a little bit of concrete, but that's something I don't have yet as my concrete mixer. So if I go to my skill set, that's in the workstation. So I get that at 30, so I need one more book, and I can get a cement mixer, which is what I really need, because I can now make steel. So you know it goes wood, cobblestone, concrete, then steel. So I need to get the concrete mixer going. And that's another thing I need to think about doing as well, is start to get concrete in here as well, so that I can start thinking about the upgrading that I want to start doing on that base now. Definitely, definitely. I'm feeling like I actually have shit together in this game, which is interesting because I didn't think I would feel like that. You know, in the sense that you know, solo games, always takes me much longer to get anywhere in my solo games because I'm used to it being me and Bex, and American Bex is always out, you know, she's always out doing all the hard grafting bit, and I kind of just sort of enjoy the ride. So it's interesting that I'm actually getting as far as quick as I am. I think we're on day 21, no, 22 on the server, and we're only just getting the crucible, and that's the crucible that we've made. And the interesting thing about that is that that's because we've gotten all the books. I don't even have half the books, but that's because there's 2 of us out, so there's 2 sets of loot being gotten, and you know, because we're doing 2 sets of questing, there's so much more happening. So yeah, I think it's interesting that we've gotten it that way in our server game, from just getting all the books and like focusing down. So obviously when I say double loot, obviously I'm not talking about, you know, it's the same loot when you loot the building, we share the loot. I'm talking about from the perspective of quest rewards, and we keep taking the crafting bundles, which keep giving us some of them in there, and yeah. So I'm going to pick everything else up I need. So we're getting close to Horde now. That's... Oh, I don't want to make that. That'll be doing me for repair kits for the moment. I'll put the right repair kits afterwards. So... there. On the stairs, that causes pathing issues. I'm trying to not do the stairs. That. Best. Not quite even, I didn't go all the way out there, but I can't get out now, so stay as we are. Stairs. Okay, I forgot there was a gap there. Things you need to be careful of. Oh, there's plates over it. Leads the damage, so I'm thinking the front's perfectly fine and it's not the plate damage. But it's okay. Worried about this. I think it's now just a waiting game till Horde starts. Right. It's Horde. It'll take a couple of runs before they start getting in, because the spikes are going to take the first bunches of them out. Oh, that was a rookie mistake. He got through pretty quick. I was about to step out because I was thinking... Those guys are just so tough that they get the spikes don't stop them. Things are starting to get through now. Which actually is pretty quick to get past the spikes. It's not even 11 o'clock yet, but I'm not too worried about it. They've obviously made a gap there. They've all just tunneled through that space. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, 2 for 1. Come on. Bye to his head. You know when it's calm enough that you can just casually pick up bags? You know it's not stressful. Oh, that was lovely. He might get through. That was a timed shot. Whoa, some of these guys don't seem to be getting any impact from the shotgun. That's unusual. Should be making more of an impact on them than it is. Oh, she's through. can reach that bag. Nice. There's no feeling of urgency to this one, at all. Couple of loot bags down there. Not seen many ferals actually. Kind of knock each other off, which is interesting. Like that. This is an odd horde. In previous versions of the game, the odd hordes were always worse than the even hordes. They always seem to have worse mobs in them, more powerful mobs in them. But what's interesting here, the worst of it doesn't tend to come till after midnight. Like, that would track, because that's the first cop only showing up now. We've just passed midnight. So I don't know if we're going to get one of the dire wolves. That'll be interesting. Another cop. How are we doing on repairs for this? That's fine. Yeah, check on that one, that's fine. Let's be another cop. Yes. Take my time, go for headshots where I can. No, whoa! It's a police guy exploded down there. Hopefully he didn't do too much damage to my base. Stressing this has no feeling of urgency to it, no feeling of, oh, this is quite scary. I find the hordes almost tame, and I'm in warrior difficulty, so I'm not exactly playing on super easy settings. Guys are going to be coming up any second. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that's the first feral I've seen. Oh, backing up. I went to the wrong weapon there. gonna use a bandage. I'm taking a little bit of damage. Getting back up, sweetie? No, I do like your dress though. Oh, I like the pattern on your dress. I'm not talking about the blood stain. That's kind of gross, but the rest of it, yeah. He took a full shotgun blast to the face and didn't even so much as blink. What am I tracking and why am I tracking it? I don't know. I love it when they die like that on this. That's just brilliant. Right, 2 endgame hours to go. Beating up on the stairs. They're cross-legged holding each other on. A dire wolf. I've barely had any elites. Had a couple of cops. I've not had any army guys. I feel like this has been a bit of a... Yeah, a little less stressful than it should be, to be honest. Off you go. She moves quite fast. Quite hard to get heads shot on that woman character. Some of them definitely move faster than others. Other ones are slower but wiggle more. I do like that there's quite a lot of different movement in the different character types, which means one type for attack does not suit all, if you know what I mean. You can't just sit and aim at the same spot, it doesn't quite work. I missed so many of those shots there. We're not going to comment on how he landed on her face there. That was a moment right there. It would have been worse if it was the other way around with a woman landing on top of a man that way, but, you know. I love it how if you catch them just before they spit, it stops their spit. They still do the animation, but it stops them spitting. I don't know if it's just if you get the headshot or if it's if you get any shot off on them. Oh, bye. Almost through. Half an hour in game time left. Oh. Yeah. Save some of my ammo. I don't want to constantly use that ammo symbol because anymore. So I'll need some of that for when I go out after Horde for going to get more mats, going to get more stuff, so. This guy is taking a pounding. Corpse. I need to go back to this gun and deal with the corpse. I just don't do enough damage with the shotgun because I'm not spec'd into it, so. I swore there was a bag there that's now vanished. I think the bags despawn, by the way. I'm almost convinced the bags despawn. The bags that drop at the start of the night despawn. I'm almost convinced of it. Guy over here, but he might build himself in space. Ah, plenty of bags. Let's see what we get. Ow, I'm standing on spikes. More books. Back looking. Yep, so they took out some of the spikes around the back. A lot less standing here that seemed to stand last time, so the spikes down the sides definitely deterred that. Nice. I'm not worried about taking these spikes out because I'm going to need to be taking these out anyway before the next Horde night because I'm going to be working on this here. These ones will go back up again before Horde, obviously. I hit the... Alright. Anything else I need to... I think I'm done. Switch back out my stuff. I'm okay with that. I think we've done... I mean, and we picked up tons of tons of bullets again, so... In terms of the bullets, I mean, we used a lot, but we picked up almost as many as we used, because I think I started about 500 and I got about 400. So I think, in total, there was a discrepancy of around 100 bullets between what I used and what I've picked up. Differences. So I've lost out about... But that's not bad. Whoa. Gravity actually kicked in for once with them. little bit of damage down here, but I think this is not them hitting it. But it was where the, I believe, where the pop exploded. I don't know why I'm repairing that, because I'm going to be digging that up, so. Okay. Some damage to the stairs. Outer layer repair. Well. I know the upper walls will have taken a bit of damage as well from where they were spitting at them, but I'd have to get up and take a look at them. Do I have... Here we go. Oh, okay. I'm happy with that. Horde survived. And we got some nice stuff as well. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think we did pretty well. There was no level of urgency to that at any point. I never feel like there is with Horde unless something stupid happens, like you accidentally drop the hatch or, you know, you fall off the building. I've said it before and I will say it again, Horde is not, with the right base, Horde's not a scary event. It's just waves of it. It's interesting. It's not very scary. I think being out and about in the building where you can't protect yourself, there's no traps to save you, they are much... They're much harder, much more frightening. You're so much more likely to not survive when you're out about on the day-to-day basis. 100%. I mean, look at that. I've got so much of that ammo as well. I could have easily picked up more of that ammo, to be honest. I didn't even realise I had ammo in this box. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they changed up the knuckle wraps. So that can all go back in. Parts that goes in. That's upstairs, upstairs. They're all upstairs. Want them on my bike. So I'll set that crafting and put the last of it away, and then we're going to call it, guys. I'm quite happy with that. I think that was a successful... That was definitely a successful horde. I need to get more food cooked. That's the point. But in general, I mean, it's all going pretty fairly smoothly. I'd be stunned if Horde Night didn't. Just because we've got this down, it's not, you know, it might be harder further up with demolishers. It always is harder when you get demolishers. But I mean, in the last set, they didn't even appear till day 70. So, you know, gonna leave it here, guys. If you have enjoyed this, please do give us a like, and we will see you in the next one. Enjoy all.